default method in interface. So let's create an interface, call it the test interface. And let's also create an implementation class. Let's just call it the test interface implementation. And this will implement test interface. Okay, so very simple interface implementation. And we know that normally interface will have abstract methods. So if we declare a method, and then this method need to be implemented in the class. All right, so this is usually the way. So we declare a method, and then we implement it in the class. But what if I want some common behaviors like abstract class? So we can put some common method inside and parent so that all the child will have a default implementation. So before Java 8, we don't have this, but after Java 8, from Java 8, we have the default method. So we can have a default keyword, and then we can put a method here. Okay, so then it will have a body. So here we can just return, let's see, 100. For this implementation, it's very simple. Okay, we can only have a return 100, okay, as the body. And here, its extends method are not supported by language level 7. So this error is because my IDE, IntelliJ, by default, we need to go to the module settings and then change our module language support, okay, to 11 and onwards. Okay, so we can just use the project default. So okay, right, and then the error is gone. So that error is because of the IDE. So the same thing, if you go to module settings, make sure that you are using the correct version of your SDK or JDK, right, language level. So those are all the configurations on the IntelliJ side. Okay, it's not the Java thing. Okay, so this is the default method, B method. So in this case, actually, let's see if we create another, like a main test. Okay, and let's just create a main method and just do test interface TI, for example, equal to test interface implementation. Okay, so then we can call both A and B. Okay, so A method is the method that we implemented inside the implementation. Okay, it will return 0. And the B method, oops, is the method that defaultly belongs to the test interface. So the default method also will be, you can think of it as an inheritance. Okay, so you inherited into this implementation class. Can we override it? Okay, so the default method can also be overridden. All right, so if you think, okay, the default implementation is not good, I want to return 200 instead of the default 100. Okay, we can also do that. So in this case, then if we call this B method, it will use the implementation class. Okay, so here we can run this, and it will, oops. Let's change the Maven to 11. Okay, and refresh it. So this is a Maven project. I didn't change the POM configuration. We have a separate training about Maven. Okay, so now let's go to here. Run. Okay, so you can see now it's 200. Again, if we don't override in the class, if we don't override the default method of the interface and we run it, then it will give 100, which is the default method. Okay, so this is the default method which has body inside interface declaration, okay, with the default keyword. Thank you.